Hello, welcome to this vlog. With cricket, we have my pup Cricket here. So I'm just going to do a few days this week in my studio and share with you what I'm up to. I am printing two of my graphic novel pages. They sort of connect or make a complete scene together. So I'll show you a little bit of that. I'm making a complete video for those works as well. So I'll just show you a glimpse. And then in the afternoon, I am working on a concertina book. Like, it'll fold out as one long piece and have covers at the end and show a full scene across. And so it's cut up into 3 parts so I can print it properly using the materials that I have. So I want to get started with that. I have had it planned out for over a week now and I just couldn't find the time to transfer onto the block and start carving it. I think I'm going to be pushing it to get it done this week as well, honestly, but I'm going to try my best. I also have been working towards doing some Tetra Pak printing. Ideally this week I'd like to try it out. So for the Tetra Pak printing, since it is an etching print process, I need a press that squeezes firmer than the press that I have essentially. So this is a standard pasta maker, like what you would use to make pasta in your kitchen. And you can use a pasta maker as an etching press. So I've been so excited about trying out this Tetra Pak printing. Tetra Pak is this stuff. At least in Melbourne, you're not able to recycle them. They don't have the facility to recycle this material. It is technically recyclable, I understand, but just not here. That's probably enough talking from me. I'm gonna get started with printing this graphic novel page. Okay, so I'm done printing for the day. Now I'm going to start transferring this sketch that I've done onto the lino blocks. These are the 3 lino blocks I'm going to use. I'm using some baking paper to transfer it. So I've just been transferring the concertina sketch onto these blocks and that is now done. But I don't really want to start carving that right now because I have about half an hour or 20 minutes until I have to start making dinner. So what I thought I would do is I've got this bit of Tetra Pak that so it was a carton like this, and I've opened it up and I've cleaned it out. So I thought I would have a little go at Tetra Pak etching while I have this half hour. This is what I've got to etch with. It is a commercial trades scribe. So it's got just a point on the end, and it basically looks like a pen. I'm gonna cut this up into a smaller piece, and then I think I might just do a little skeleton or something. That's my little Tetra Pak plate. I'm gonna leave that there for now, and I'm gonna have a go at printing it first thing tomorrow morning before I get on to carving that block that I've just been prepping. But that took me about half an hour to do, so it's relatively, compared to carving a lino block, that's a relatively quick process. I think maybe this could be a little bit sharper, what I'm using, so I might see about getting some different tools as well. But it worked fairly well, I think. We'll see how it comes out once I print it, of course. So it is the next morning. I have spent the whole night so excited to try out my little Tetra Pak etching. It's focused on my face. I only have my relief ink, so we're going to see how well that works. I have some water because the paper needs to be soaked. I've got my pasta maker set up and clamped to the table. I've got cloths for applying the ink and a cotton bud for removing the ink. So I would say I've had variable results, but I'm really happy with the last 3 that I've done. So I'm definitely learning as I go. I think this one, like these, these 3 are really good. But really it's just been like a really fun experiment to see what I can do with a recycled material like this. I'm really interested now in seeing if I can get some proper ink that's actually the ink that I'm meant to be using, to see if that makes a difference to the results that I get. And I think a slightly sharper implement might have a different effect on the Tetra Pak as well. You can also use things like the sides of milk bottles can be scratched into. So I might give a few different like recycled materials a go to see what effect I can get out of those. But anyway, for a morning's work, not even a whole morning I hope, because I've still got lots of other work to do. But for a morning's work, that has been a really fun experiment, but I have made such a mess. So next up, I am cleaning this up. I wonder if I can save the gloves for next time. I hope so. Okay, so Friday morning I'm printing this concertina book. So I've been cutting those 3 blocks like this, and they're going to make a long piece once they're stuck together, and then I'm going to bookbind it so it makes a book. I'm doing this layer in the lightest of greys, and there's going to be a dark grey, a green and a red on top of that, so it's a 4-layer print. Okay, so it is Friday afternoon. It is time to cut up and post out my Patreon rewards for March. I've also got these printed instructions that are going to go out with the fortune tellers. So there's like a little cover, it's going to fold up, and then there's all the meanings for the symbols inside the fortune teller. I think I'm going to have a leftover one that I might just fold up for myself as well. These are some of the imperfect prints that I cut up to include in my Patreon mail as notes. So I cut off all the borders. I cut them down to size. Sometimes that means cutting things in half and stuff, just because there is a size limit on what you can send as a standard letter. Okay, so I write all my notes for my Patreon mail on typewriter. So I take these note cards and I write a personalized letter to each and every single person who is in my Patreon mail list. Okay, so I'm just going to show you folding these up just so you can see it, and also in case anyone who is getting one of these needs any help. So you fold it in half and in half again. And then we turn it over, and these points fold into the middle as well. Okay, so then we fold there and there. Oh. So here are all the rewards, here are everyone's notes. I need to fold these all in half to send them. Try and be as precise as I can be.